You know, it also says that we will rule with Christ for 1,000 years. That's what we're told. Revelation 20 verse 6. So this is not, this rapture confusion is not a small thing. In Revelation 20 and verse 6 it says, "Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power. But they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years." Yes, there's some people saying that the earth is going to be on fire for 1,000 years, and they're just going to be sitting up in the clouds and watching it burn away for 1,000 years. You see, this verse, this final verse, Revelation 20 verse 6, "Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection." Now, it is my understanding that the man-child will be part of the first resurrection. The woman who goes into the wilderness will be part of the first resurrection. The remnant will be part of the first resurrection. But the means of getting there is very different. The very worst option is to be part of the remnant. The next best option is to be part of the woman in the wilderness. But the superlative, excellent, best option is to be part of the man-child. So what are you going to do? You see, if you're not being called, this whole message will make absolutely no sense to you. But if you are somebody that God has called and you are a believer, what are you going to do? Are you going to just be Laodicean, just sit back? And while you're Laodicean, consider yourself Philadelphian. Everybody likes to consider themselves part of the church of Philadelphia, the church of brotherly love. But you see, God says, if you love me, keep my commandments. And as we said in verse 17, even the remnant who go through the escalated tribulation, because we're in tribulation now, it's just escalating all the time, but they who go through the final horror on a day-to-day basis, so that they end up in prison, they're naked, they're hungry, they're thirsty, and all these things, you don't want to be there. You know, even the wilderness is not a pleasant place. You will be protected, you will be provided for, but you're not going to have an electric blanket to keep you warm. You're really not. But the man-child, that's where we all want to be. So, there is no rapture as the churches teach. But let us all diligently strive with the help of the eternal God to be part of the man-child by listening to and obeying him and coming out of Babylon. Well, that's the end of this Babylon report. And so this is PJ from PJ's Kitchen saying thank you very much for watching, and remember to go to the website. We've actually got a document called the Man-Child, the Woman and the Remnant, which deals with much of this, but this is 2 years later, so it's much more up-to-date, much more current. Same information, however. So thank you for watching, and cheerio until the next time.